6 o'clock in the morning in Quartzsite, and I'm getting the hell out of here. Yep, it's mid-September, and I was anxious to come down here to Quartzsite. Got a nice little spot. I don't know if you can pick it up with the, it's still kind of dark out. Sun's just coming up, and it's 80 degrees. Yeah, there's the town of Quartzsite out there. For those of you that don't know, Quartzsite is kind of like winter's quarters for RVers, and we come down here to long-term visitor areas. So from September 15th through April 15th, it's 180 bucks. You come down here and stay. You really can't stay the whole time because it's just too hot. But for 180 bucks, you get dump stations, you get water, there's dumpsters here. There are periodic pit toilet bathrooms scattered around, camping bathrooms, and they're really nice and clean. Everything's taken care of. You know, that's the federal government. On the flip side, the federal government is kind of screwed up. So I showed up, and they don't have permits, and it says on the front of the building over there where you come in that they had a contract dispute. Sounds like some kind of union thing. Anyway, I called the Yuma field office and asked them, you know, what's the deal? Very nice lady. She said that they ran out of paper. They didn't have any paper. I don't know. You know, federal government. So they didn't have any paper. They don't have any permits. She said that and this is like, I think the 22nd. I should check my phone. 21st to 22nd of September. And I was told that they will have the permits in a week or two. So you're supposed to just come down here and set up and camp and whatnot. And the dumpsters aren't here yet either. So I asked about that. She was unaware of that. They're supposed to put, and they're big old 20-yard roll-offs that they bring out, and they have stations for that. They're just not set up yet. They haven't got their act together. But that's okay with me because it's so damn hot that I'm getting the hell out of here. It's like hot as Hades. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's 80 degrees. And I have air conditioning, but I'm running a generator. You know, I got my generator down there. I got my onboard generator, my Onan. It's got an Onan 3500 in there. But, you know, you're just feeding gasoline and gasoline and gasoline, which we all know is expensive. I like this spot. I was here last year. There was a guy that walked around and he picked up rocks. Everywhere he went, he picked up rocks. And he came over here and he did landscaping. And right out there is Quartzsite. Man, it's quiet out here. It's really nice. If it wasn't so damn hot. So this is the truth of the matter. See, right out there, there's restrooms. They have restrooms out here. Somebody did all the landscaping, and it's a great spot. I hope I can find it when I get back, but I gotta bug out. It's in the hundreds. That's why there's hardly anybody here. There's a couple, but not many. So that's the down and dirty. I mean, you can come down here and sit, but it's just miserable. 103, 105 coming up. Yeah, not interested. Come back in a couple of weeks. Right out there's the Kofa National Forest. Not that there's any forest, but that's a pretty cool spot. So, time for me to get this thing rolling. I can go down to Mexico. I freaking chipped my front tooth again. It's the third time I've done this. Each time the dentist has told me, hey, you might as well just put a crown. I keep telling him, no, I'm not going to do it. I already know what he's going to say, and, you know, 3 times a charm. So I'd be going down to Mexico, but it's even hotter down there. So that's not going to work for me. Yeah, time to get rolling. I don't know where else to go from here. I mean, I could try to go over to the coast. San Diego might be the closest shot, but I'll probably just backtrack and go back up to Kingman. It's about in the 80s during the day and 60s at night, which sounded a whole lot better than 105 all day. I mean, it's just roasting. There's still rattlesnakes running around out here. So, catch up with you guys in a bit. I hope this spot's here when I get back. It's a nice spot. This guy worked hard at it. He was a cool dude. He's the one that talked me into getting a Bluetooth speaker. He was living in a van, having a good time in his life. About the same age as me, maybe, you know, within a year or two. He picked all these rocks up and made kind of like some landscaping here. Anyway, he decided he was going to sell his van, buy an airline ticket over to Maui, and live on the beach. Gotta say, man, doesn't sound bad. Anyway, it's just way too hot here. That's a word to the wise, to the nomads out there. Yeah, you can come in here September 15th. I'll never do it again. Hell to the no. Alright guys, I got to put this generator in here, pack this up, and throw these tables in there and get rolling. The asphalt around here is going to get real hot real fast. Obtain permits here. Well, that's a problem. Let's see if we can read this. Due to contracting issues, the long-term visitor area print order has not been completed in time for the September 15th opening. They apologize for the inconvenience and ask that you continue and establish your campsite. We hope to have this issue corrected by October 15th or sooner. She told me a week or two. I'm still thinking it's the 21st, but I don't really know. When the American flag is flown at any station, all visitors will be required to return to purchase a permit. Thank you. Yeah, well, I'll come back for that. There's a Quartzsite camel. Camel's pretty famous around here. Anyway, this is where I get my mail, and they are not open. This is Ironwood Outpost. Paying by the year. I think it's about 225 bucks a year, something like that. They take care of my mail, send me my stuff. Yeah. Open, open, open. Does that say 9 a.m.? Son of a... Alright.
Is KIDD Fort Mojave 103.9. Hey! Celebrating River Rat Radio 95.7 Track FM. Rock and roll.
Well, I'm rolling through Havasu. This is the kind of stuff you find in Havasu. That looks cool, man. I'd like to have that. Anyway, I gotta pop in here to the hardware store real quick. Man, it's still hot. Alright, well, I just came into Lowe's. It's 110 degrees outside and it's September. And they have Christmas shit. There's my helper, Teresa from Lowe's.
I could look better, but I look pretty sweaty today.
We're getting that, and we're getting Red Bull. It's been that kind of a day. Man, you can't even believe how much better this feels. It's like 78 degrees. I don't know, the clouds in those mountains right there kind of look like Scotland. That's a far cry from Quartzsite. I can handle this for a couple of weeks. Yeah, I had to drive a couple of hours away. It was like 2 hours away just to drop 20 degrees. That 20 degrees is worth it. It feels pretty good right now. So I drove about 2.5 hours, got out of the desert, went up to the mountains, or at least the beginnings of the mountains. These are like the foothills of, actually it's pretty tall. I don't know what that is, but there's some nice peaks and they got clouds in them. 75 degrees here versus Quartzsite, which is 100. Note to self. Don't go to Quartzsite in September. Bad. Bad. Anyway, this is a pretty nice place. what they call it's Arizona Trust land. State Trust land. Let's check this sign out. So, no trespassing permit required, yada yada yada. Arizona State Land Department. Don't cut down the trees. Fine. Permit's $15 a year to camp in places like this. And there's just little state trust lands all over the place. Anyway, that's me. And this is me for 2 or 3 weeks at least. Take care.